Small businesses report non-paying customers to the big three major credit bureaus. Yeah, of course it's complicated. The process isn't automatic or easy. In fact, reporting a non-paying customer to the big three credit bureaus as a small or micro-sized business owner can be a challenging process, but there are direct and third-party options to this. This video explains what you need to know about reporting unpaid debts, who can report them, the costs incurred by your business, and how to create a collections process that includes credit reporting or something else. My name is Nina, and I'm about to get in your business. Reporting a non-paying customer means adding their unpaid debt to their business credit report or consumer credit for individuals. Why does this matter? Among other reasons, many individuals and businesses pay off outstanding balances once they realize their credit has been impacted. But how hard is it really to report non-paying customers to the big three credit reporting agencies? They don't make it easy. Let's talk about what a data furnisher is. Who can report unpaid debts? Only approved data furnishers. Businesses authorized to send payment data to credit bureaus can report non-payment directly to Equifax, Experian, or TransUnion. Who qualifies as a data furnisher? Banks, lenders, and credit card companies automatically qualify. Large businesses that extend credit to customers can apply. Small and micro-sized businesses can apply, but approval is rare unless they report all customer payments, not just the bad ones. What's required to become a data furnisher? To report directly, businesses must do the following: apply and be approved by each credit bureau. Each credit bureau has its own processes requiring extensive business documentation, including proof of legal status, business licensing, and payment processing records. Probably wanting some proof that a relationship did actually exist between your company and the customer. Application fees to report credit delinquencies vary, but they can range from hundreds to thousands of dollars per credit bureau. Report all payment history. In other words, credit bureaus typically do not allow selective reporting, meaning that if you report one customer's non-payment, you must report all customers' payment history. That's on-time payments, late payments, and delinquent or non-payments. This can be impractical for small businesses that only have occasional payment disputes. Why is it so hard to be a data furnisher? To put it simply, small and micro-sized businesses don't have the money or the resources or the client list for that matter. The major credit bureaus require businesses to become data furnishers before they can report any type of payment history. This involves meeting some very, very strict eligibility criteria, including a minimum number of active customer accounts. With all the requirements needed to become a data furnisher, I bet it has to be more than 100 accounts. If you know the answer to this, please let me know in the comment section. You have to submit data in a specialized reporting format. It's called a Metro 2 format, and I am not going to get into that on this video, other than to say that this will require your company to invest in some sort of software, which could be expensive, or hire a third-party service to ensure compliance. A written agreement with the credit bureaus. Compliance with the Fair Credit Reporting Act. meaning you must have a valid reason for reporting and a dispute resolution process in place for customers. A demonstrated ability to report data regularly and accurately. So if you're approved, your company must submit data on a regular and consistent basis. So you just can't stop reporting because it becomes too much or you're tired of dealing with the regular reporting schedule. If becoming a data furnisher is too expensive or complex, small businesses can outsource the reporting process. There are a few third-party debt collectors that can attempt to collect the unpaid debt, and if they are unsuccessful, that third-party company may be able to report the debt to the credit reporting agencies if, and only if, they are established data furnishers. So this is something you have to ask that third-party agency if reporting debt to the Big Three credit reporting agency is part of their process. And be sure to get this important information in writing. Fees vary, but there is typically a charge between 20 and 50% of the recovered debt. There are commercial and trade credit reporting services that track business credit and allow small businesses to report delinquent accounts. But the type of debt may be specific, or there are a minimum number of credit accounts required. Costs vary depending on the service. Some charge per report, others require a subscription. I advise you to contact any third-party entity to get the most up-to-date information on their fees and their terms and conditions. If direct reporting isn't feasible, you can do the following. File a small claims court case. Although judgments are no longer reported to the Big Three, this information is still public record. Lenders or anyone else can search for this information. Typically, you do not need an attorney to file a small claims court case. You can represent yourself because the system is supposed to be designed to be straightforward enough for people to handle without legal expertise, meaning you can file and argue your case without a lawyer present. To reduce the chance of unpaid invoices and make reporting easier, small businesses should create a structured new customer process and collections process before you are faced with a non-paying customer. Most small businesses only think of a non-payment process after a client doesn't pay. Set clear payment terms by creating a signed agreement, estimate, or something that documents the terms and conditions of service, due dates, and penalties. If you own a lawn service, for example, and have a list of customers, start with an initial agreement to provide lawn care services monthly at a cost of X dollars per service, along with your company's terms and conditions, due dates, penalties, etc. This agreement would require a customer signature. In my business, I use a one-page agreement and a separate scope of services page that clearly outlines what I am doing for my client. I know what you're saying. I got a lawn company. If you are unable to do a formal agreement with a signature, send a text message to the customer. Create a pre-written text that outlines your terms and conditions, so all you need to do is cut and paste the information to your customers. Ask the customer to respond to that text before you start services, and this will establish that they agreed to pay your amount and they understand your company's terms and conditions. Use a bookkeeping software to invoice your customers, document payments, and automate payment reminders for past due invoices. If a customer doesn't pay, remind them of your late fee policy outlined in your agreement or terms of condition and charge them accordingly. So if the client has not paid, send a final demand letter warning the customer that their debt will be reported if unpaid. If the client still hasn't paid, report your non-payment using the method that best suits your company. 60+ days late, report that debt based on your company's process, whether it's data furnishing, third-party collections, or small claims court. Finally, the client relationship should be documented throughout the relationship in case you need to dispute it. Keep records for compliance, including all emails, text messages, snail mail letters, returned certified mail, and notes from phone records. The bottom line: reporting a non-paying customer to the big three credit bureaus is difficult for small and micro businesses, unless they use a third-party service. Becoming a data furnisher is complex, requires ongoing reporting, and is not always feasible for businesses with a small customer base. Possibly the easiest route is to work with a collections agency or a specialized reporting service that already has relationships with the credit bureaus. At the end of the day, you as a business owner can't be fed up with an unpaying customer, call a third-party collection agency, and have no documented information. Create a bona fide customer process that includes an agreement or text message outlining the terms and conditions, payment amounts, due dates, and late fees. Show proof that services were completed to the customer's satisfaction. Document all the times your company reached out to the customer for payment and any customer responses. Do this consistently with all customers. Let me know your experiences with non-paying customers in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you want to know more about business operations, business management, human resources, and other topics related to running a business, click on one of those play links. Click on one of these Click on the playlist.
One eternity later.
Click on one of these playlists. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe.